All right, what is good, y'all boys? It's your boy, Amen Trades, also known as MQ Amen. We're gonna be just chatting on how, you guys can, in a sense, hack your brain and believe that you're successful and actually achieving success. Now, I've been trading for a little over 3 years. I started when I was 15. I started with stocks and options, and I surrounded myself with the lifestyle of successful people. And that's would be traders who've already made it in the space, traders who are gaining a lot and tons of money from the markets, who are pulling money from the markets, who have a big audience, whatever the case might be, right? These traders are big money movers, right? People who have value, people who move with value, people who are considered high value people, I guess, in a sense. Now, when it comes to trading, right, we all come with the idea of, all right, I need to get rich and I'm going to do it through the way of trading, right? Traders have done it before. And when you approach that aspect, you need to truly believe in your brain that you can become that top 1%, the top 1% of traders, right? And what makes you think that you're different from the 99% of traders who fail? Because there's people who blow $20,000, $30,000 on funded, evals, whatever the case might be, live accounts. There are traders who fail in the market. They fail, they feel failure, and they give up. And that is the characteristic of the 99% of people. The people who give up in the aspect that they don't have faith in themselves, they don't have faith in it, and their brain builds a paradigm thinking that I can't make this work, right? It's not possible, right? I'm accepting and I'm okay with the fact that I'm the 99% of shares that failed. Now, approaching from someone who has made and pulled thousands of dollars from the market daily, when you come and approach trading, you need to believe and delude yourself in your brain that you are the top 1% of traders. You are going to do that. You have to have a sense of level of ego that you're going to know that you're going to be able to achieve it, right? And that's just approaching the markets with, all right, I'm going to start learning the skill. This is the skill that 99% of traders fail, and or people in general. And I'm going to become that top 1%. I'm going to delude myself. I'm not fucking delusional that I'm going to achieve that level of success. And I know that it's fully possible, right? So approaching yourself and obviously having the right framework, either learning from the right person. I invested in a mentor when I was 15. I spent 3K on a mentor, and that mentor was considered my best friend at one point. And we really, he showed me the way, he showed me the routes of trading, he showed me what was possible, and it really shifted my mind on what was possible, especially coming from a hometown that, there really wasn't any money around, and $2,000, $3,000 a month was considered a lot of money. And I knew that wasn't the case. And I knew that wasn't the truth. And I told myself, I was like, okay, if I see traders or people making six figures in a single day trading, what the fuck makes me not think that I'm not possible or capable of doing that? And approaching that with a level of sense of ego that's not super high, it doesn't affect your trading, but the level of ego that entries your kind of your career in trading. And when you have that subconscious mind where you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna make this shit fucking work. I'm gonna make this shit fucking work because I want it so fucking badly and I know that I can make that shit possible. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna approach the markets, right? I'm gonna trade discretionary. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn a model. I'm gonna spend hours backtesting. I'm gonna spend an hour learning concepts. I'm gonna spend hours on hours on hours on pages putting my head down. And before I got this level of success or even got to where I am today, I literally was putting my head down for hours on hours on hours on day, just thinking like, what the fuck am I doing? And that's that at that point when you're there, you see the vision, but you invest so much time and so much money and so much effort into getting to that vision point, that point that where God places that vision in your brain. You're like, okay, I know where I want to be and I'm gonna get there. That's it, done deal. So when you come and you approach the markets or you approach just any skill in general, in this case it's day trading, you need to have a level of delusion where you're going to work and apply yourself every single day, right? In this case scenario, I was 18, just started trading futures. That's when I first transitioned to futures. I applied so much time into videos and just studying and piecing together what made sense to me. Hours and hours and months and years of data, backtesting, and just gathering data on the markets and journaling every single day and blowing evals just so I can learn from my mistakes and not let those costly mistakes go for no reason. Because when it comes to the point of being a beginner, you're going to make mistakes and they're going to be costly. But making them twice is you're just a fool, right? So you never want to make that same mistake twice. When that mistake occurs, learn from that mistake almost immediately, right? Ingrain it in your head, identify why that mistake affected you or caused you to obviously be in that set scenario position. In this case, blowing funded accounts, blowing a live account, whatever the case might be. what led you to get to that point, right? What led you? What did you do? What was the mistakes that you applied? And once you have that self-analyzation where you realize, okay, I blew this account because I overtraded, I over-leveraged. That is your catch right there. You identified the problem, you find the solution, you slap it on. And I had a problem with overtrading. I had a problem with trading Asia. And that stems from what? But no discipline, right? Even though at that point, I had a semi good physique, I was fit, I was, a attractive 18-year-old or whatever the case might be, I identified that I had no discipline. I had lacked discipline on the charts, even though I had somewhat discipline outside the charts. I lacked discipline on the charts, and that stems from me forcing the outcome, right? Wanting that set desired outcome of achieving this 10K months, achieving those 20K months, just getting payouts consistently, and that's what really tailored to the whole reason why I'm here. And when I realized, like, okay, Asia is what stops me from getting to that point, I immediately cut that shit out because I knew it was for the better of my future. And I set the right parameters, which I set lockouts on Top Step, Project X, whatever you want to call it. I set lockouts and I identified Asia is not my session. Asia is not my timing. I don't trade on Asia. And the days that I do trade on Asia, what occurs? I end up literally just making one mistake and that leads to multiple mistakes. That one mistake of me hopping on Asia and taking a single trade, it leads to me over-risking on a trade after I take a loss, over-leveraging, whatever the case may be, over-trading, just continuously digging myself deeper in that hole. And I've made this metaphor before, and it's, think about trading as a poisonous tree, right? Each branch is your problem. Over-trading, over-leveraging, over-risking, whatever the case might be, emotional, it goes around. Each branch is stem to what? The root, right? The root. Your root is trading. When you poison one branch, or let's say you break a branch, what's going to happen? The rest of the tree dies. And in a sense, we're going to poison it. We poison it by activating overtrading, or we hop on Asia. The moment we hop on a session that we don't have any data backs to sit on, that poisons that branch. What happens when that branch gets poisoned? The tree gets poisoned, then it goes up to the other branch and it spreads because a virus is a spread, right? Now, or poison in that sense, poison spreads. So once that poisonous branch gets spread, which is overtrading, it goes to over leveraging, poisons over risking, and the whole tree gets poisoned, right? So the moment you make one single mistake, it just leads to all these branches getting poisoned, and that's what causes a fiction in the markets, right? Blowing accounts, just over leveraging, doing all the no-goes in trading, right? So when I realized and identified, I was like, okay, cool. If I don't make a single mistake, or it's possible to make a mistake, but if I don't break a single one of my rules, none of my other rules are going to get broken because I have that level of consciousness that I know, okay, if I make this one move or bad, again, in this bad habit, I create it, it's going to stem to other bad habits. It's going to stem to the other branches of the trees. And once I capitalize on myself and my consciousness, I stop doing that, right? It's as simple as just cutting it out. That one stem, that one poisonous branch leads to all the other root causes and all the root problems. So once you identify that you have an issue, or let's say you blew an account and you made a mistake, learn from that mistake. People who have ego and who have no self-analyzation of themselves and are just so comfortable with just continuing their life, making the same repeated mistakes, are the people who are going to stay at ground zero and root zero, and then they keep repeating their life and keep repeating the same mistakes. And they're going to ask themselves, this day trading shit doesn't work. I don't know, like whatever the case might be, day trading is a scam. When you have that level of integrity and you approach the charts as a professional trader, you approach the charts as a robot, you approach the charts systematically, you have data gathered in the markets, there is no human error really applying if you're executing like a robot. Now, what does executing like a robot mean? If you see your setup, right? If you see your four confluences that they apply to your model, you see a sweep, an inversion, a rebalance, and a displacement, execute, right? You see X, Y, C, Z, B, whatever, you answer, right? X, Y equals B. Cool. You see X, you see Y, then equals B. That means execute. You enter your setup, stop loss protected, TB protected. That's it. That's literally all it takes to trade. And if you take a loss, hop off. It is a part of your data. You know that you statistically can't win 100% of the week. You know that you statistically can't get 5 winning days in a single week. That is a prop firm's literal risk parameter, right? They want you to get those 5 winning days because they know that one of those days, when you're going to try and aim for it, you're going to risk your whole account, and that's what going to put money in their pockets, and that's going to get you to buy another valuation, and just keep buying evaluations. So when it comes to the 5 winning days, you need to realize that a losing day is going to come, but learning how to accept that losing day is going to be the biggest and most extravagant thing for your trading. That's it, done deal, right? So once you identify that, you have the scalability of you put a scaling accounts, right? You trade, you see your model, you execute, TP, stop loss, whatever. You trade in your set scenario, set session, and you blink. That's it. That's all it takes for trading. See the longevity of it. Don't see the short term, because one day is not worth your whole account. I've seen traders blow their shit smooth off. I've been a witness to this too. I've blown my accounts in a single day because I wanted a X set dollar amount P&L, or I wanted that winning day, whatever the case might be, and I was willing to put everything on the line. When you're trading, your mind doesn't know what's logical to you. So that's why you can't trade with your mind, and that's why you literally just execute like a robot. That's how it is. No emotions tailored to trading, right? Execute, stop loss, TP, whatever the case might be. Outcome is going to be inevitable, right? So that's going to be it for this lecture. I just want to wrap up with you guys, and I just want to say that, you know, you guys are fully capable of this. March wasn't the best month. Even me, myself, I didn't get any payouts in March. It wasn't the best month. Price action wise, it's known to not be a good month for March. As prop firm traders, we don't lose that much money trading prop firms. We buy a couple of valuations, we blow them, we get no payouts. We're not unprofitable, right? Traders with live accounts, they're probably down 10%, 20%, 10, 20K of their account. But what are they going to be? Now, that's how it is with trading. There's going to be losing months. There's going to be break-even months. Learning how to stay alive and learning how to de-risk and be less aggressive in those months is going to be the most optimal for your long-term career. And yeah, happy April. Let's see what this April or this month has for us, and I'm excited for y'all boys. If you guys want to get mentored by me, or you know, you guys want to learn from me, Discord in the link down below. Hope to see y'all boys there. I'm gonna see y'all. Be safe.